Welcome back to My name is Aryan. I am trying a new intro and I wanted to actually talk about myself. Crazy. Um One of the main things I wanted to talk about, to be very specific, is my new project. It is called New Sounds. It came out on October 17th. It is, I believe, 15 songs long, and it's something I made. It's something that I am proud of. It is something that I took time out of my day, and it was a process of nearly, I would like to say, 7 months. And it's finally out. It feels odd. It's so interesting to me how I catch myself in these moments where I'll be working on an album for so long. It's the only thing I think of. It's the main objective. It's my core. It's everything. For lack of better words. I can be walking and my mind will suddenly jump to, oh, does this track really go in this spot with the rest of the track listing? Does this sound fit with the others? Is it a smooth flow of ideas as you listen to the album? If you were to listen in one sitting, is it enjoyable? Is the song good? And that'll be all I think about for the longest period of time. So let's say for New Sounds, we're taking that 7 month timeline. Up until month 5, I will be so in it. And then month 6, it slows down by a lot. And I am thinking of all these new ideas, but the project is still the main focus. And I start thinking of ways to market the product, or not product, sorry, whoa. Businessy. Business major slipped out. Art is not a product. It is a byproduct of my thoughts, but not a product. Never a product. But I'm taking so much time. I'm still thinking about it. But by month 7, I have found something new to latch onto. I have mentally somewhat moved on. And this became a concern of mine with this project because as I finished it, the songs were done. It became now a question of polishing. It became making sure everything was on point in terms of advertising, making sure that there is at least a rollout. And then as time went on, we creep into the first half of month 7. The project is basically complete. What you can hear now on major DSPs and what I was listening to by month 7, there's not much of a difference. It's slight tweaks on mixes, and it's just, oh, maybe this vocal is too loud. Maybe I need to re record this small section. But realistically, it could have come out in the end of month 6. And this always became a point of contention with me because it happened with Immortal Web, it happened with Doom, and it was this idea of I am so focused on the next best thing. Not even next best thing, but just next thing, that I tend to disregard my albums when they come out. And it's insane to me sometimes. I spent 6 months of my life making these songs, writing things, making mood boards and all that cool stuff, taking notes. Okay, here's the next thing. And it's something odd to me. Not in the sense that it's wrong, but more so in the sense that it is something I want to work on. I want to find the right amount of timing for myself where I am still so in it that when it comes to the marketing, when it comes to the rollout, when it comes to that last month, it is still equally a focus as it was in month 4. And that is something that I believe I need to really focus on, which is why I'm making this video. I think I wanted to push myself to talk about this album, to really delve into it and make sure that I am giving it the respect that it deserves. So, with that preface, New Sounds. Why did I make it what it means to me, and why you should check it out? So, answering the first why is why did I make it? I think after making Immortal Web, I sat down for a while and I thought to myself, I really need to push the envelope for myself. I need to prove that I can do more than just this very spacey, nighttime vibe kind of music. And I need something that's very high energy. Not saying that there aren't songs that are high energy on Immortal Web, but the general vibe, the general feel is very different. Obviously, that's gonna happen. One is a concept album, one is an album that is a compilation of multiple songs. Very different. New Sound still has a core idea behind it, but it's not as dense of a concept as Immortal Web, which was obviously this idea of two friends having this conversation after heartbreak. Whereas New Sounds, the idea was try new things, make new sounds. I thought it was so aptly named because I wanted to be new. I think that also around this time, I really started focusing on myself and wanting to evolve and grow, which is why I chose this name, I chose this aesthetic. It's so stripped down. Doom, it was a busy artwork, there was so much going on, even like the songs, there were all these layers. Immortal Web, same thing. Even like the artworks around it. New Sounds, on the other hand, it's nearly a blank album cover. It's just my logo, which is not a new logo. It's on Immortal Web, but it's my logo and my it's a cool font I found that I think it feels new, but also feels like home, if that makes sense. And I chose it and I looked at it and I said, that's it. I don't want to build on this cover. I don't want to change anything. Unless there's a deluxe. Who said that? But realistically, the core album, not any extras, not anything that's related to it, the core album, the nucleus, it's meant to just be, hey, this is a cover, focus on the songs, focus on the sounds you're hearing. And that is one of the main reasons I tried to really push myself to try new sounds. I have never rapped over a jerk beat. I have never tried to kind of recreate that underground sound that's trending right now. But good God, is it fun. um, so fun that working on new projects, I found myself kind of going back to these sounds and being like, oh, this hits more than something I would have used for Immortal Web. But I think that's the beauty of it. The idea was make new sounds, see what you like making, see what invokes emotion in you as well, and then you're able to have your own sound after trying new things. It's the same idea with a career. You won't know if you truly want one thing unless you've tried at least four others. It's impossible. And I think for artists who want to develop their sound or develop their aesthetic, you won't know until you try other ones. How are you going to claim that a restaurant is the best in the world if you haven't had food at other restaurants? But yeah, that's kind of the main reason I made the album. Why you should listen to it? Because it's a good time. I think, if anything, the album is good to listen in the sense of you're doing something else. You're maybe like, you're just playing video games and you want to listen to music. It works there. Then there's also enough content where if you sit down and pay attention to it, you're like, oh, there are things that I can follow here that kind of connect all the tracks. Realistically, in an ideal world, this album is meant to be listened to live. This album is meant to be played out loud and with friends and just hanging out and you're having a good time. The album is a good time. That is my intention behind it, and that is how I hope people listen to it. Um, but yeah, I think that's all I had in terms of speaking about the album. I'll see you in the next episode.